Welcome. I'm on another backpacking and fishing adventure. I'm in the Apache National Forest in the Mount Baldy Wilderness Area, which is one of the smallest wilderness areas in the United States, a little over 7,000 acres. Gracie and I are going to be spending 4 days out here camping, fishing. Hopefully we catch some, and then we can cook them and eat them. But we're so happy you're coming along with us. My backpacking fishing companion is Gracie, the tricolor border collie. Pretty big pine cones. It's got to be about 8 inches by 4 inches. Hey Grace, our tent will go right there perfectly. We're gonna make this camp. I'm having Peak Refuel beef pasta marinara. This is what it looks like when it's got water in it. I'll let you see it when it's finished. This is the final product. Put a little olive oil in there, salt and pepper, a little clarified butter to add a little more flavor. It's very good. Lots of meat. We began our backpacking and fishing adventure here at the West Fork of the Little Colorado River trailhead. We started hiking through the Apache National Forest through these beautiful ponderosas and bristlecone pine trees, and then once we reached this area here, this is where it opens up and we enter the wilderness area about right in this area here and come through this gorgeous meadow, meandering stream, and then just kind of hike along the river all the way. And we are camping right in this area right here. It was a total of 2.9 mile hike and a 300-foot elevation gain. This camp is at 9,250 feet above sea level. Well, this awesome day is coming to a close. Gracie and I have found an awesome campsite in this beautiful forest, thick in spots, Spanish moss growing on limbs, and this river is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to fish this tomorrow. So with that said, good night. Good morning. It's time to go fishing. Nice little Apache. That's a pretty fish. Wow, night crawler. Little baby Apache. It has a little pink stripe on the side. Might be an Apache rainbow hybrid. Definitely has a two-eye thing going on in the ovals, and the coloring's an Apache. Got another little small Apache. Done fishing for the day. I caught 6 trout in 6 hours. Now Gracie and I are gonna have a fish dinner. And I've got Zatarain blackened seasoning with flour. I'm gonna cook mine with that batter on it, and Gracie's not put any on hers. There are the fish fillets. We can't have a fire up here, so we're gonna cook our fish in the jet boil. Gonna be cooking it in olive oil, and I carry it in this Coca-Cola bottle because the olive oil container actually leaks. And then this is clarified butter. Put in the olive oil and the clarified butter. Now we'll fire this up. I'm gonna be cooking Gracie's fish first because it has no seasoning on it. Doesn't take very long, and it's gonna be Gracie's. Bowl looking good. What do you think, Grace? Is that good? You're welcome. She's a very grateful dog. And now it's time to cook mine. And there you have it. The moment of truth. Delectable. That is like candy. Spicy candy. Sun is gone behind the mountain. Gracie's gone in the tent. She's asleep. I had a pretty good day. One of the cool things that happened today is I've been wanting to take a picture of a butterfly. And I had a butterfly land on my sleeve and it wouldn't leave. I actually had to take it off and then it tried to land on me again. That was really cool. And the fact that I was able to get a fish dinner that actually filled me up. I had enough fish to do that. In addition to be able to give Gracie some. That was a boon. It's time to say goodnight. Good morning. Today we're going to hike up maybe 2-3 more miles up to another big meadow, set up another camp, and do some more fishing. Snake. It's like a water gardener snake. It looks like a nice campsite over there. And it is. We'll take it. There are a lot of dead trees in this campsite. I've got to put our tent in a place where if the wind blew really strong and knocked one of these dead trees down, it wouldn't come down on us. You see that crack? It's on the other side too, so it kind of gives you an indication of which way that thing's going to go. We'll go to the left when it does. This is how Gracie helps me set up camp. Thousand thanks to whoever created this seat. Probably 15 feet from our tent, there's this right here, and it has hair in it, so I know it's not a domestic animal. That is either a big coyote, Mexican wolf or black bear. Having Peak Refuel chicken Alfredo. They grill their chicken and it tastes like grilled chicken. Then they cut it up into small pieces. They use real cream. This is absolutely incredible. If you really want to knock this meal out of the park, bring some fresh Parmesan cheese to add to it. I'm going to review one of my gear items. It's this right here. This is the MSR tent stake. It weighs about 1/2 ounce. I use these stakes to stake my tent down, and it will hold my tent in the ground even in high winds. If you step on these, they will break. So I'm very conscientious when I'm around these and also when I'm around my tent, so I don't step on them while they're in the ground. They will break. They are very expensive, and I bet you could find these online. And another thing, you never want to use a rock or a hammer to put these in the ground. This is what we did today. We packed up our camp, which was right in this area here, came down, crossed the river, and began backpacking up the trail, and then came into this beautiful meadow here, and then continued past there, hiking up into this area, and then when we got to about right here, we came down close to the river and just strolled along here looking for a campsite somewhere in this area. Came over here, crossed here, and then we are camping right in this area here. And it was a 3.3 mile backpacking hike, a 500-foot elevation gain, and we are sitting at about 9,500 feet above sea level. Another day of our backpacking and fishing adventure comes to a close. We had a great backpacking hike. We were able to go through the meadows and see the beautiful river flowing through. And again, you can see why they call these the White Mountains, because that white grass on the mountainsides. We found a very nice camping site. I was able to play ball with Gracie. Well, that's it for today. Good night. Good morning. Today's the beginning of our 4th day. The fishing begins. Nice Apache trout. We finished fishing for the day. I fished for about 4 hours. I caught 2 fish, pretty tough fishing. I had probably 15 bites. I just couldn't get them. They're tough. We've packed up our camp and we're on the trail, heading back to the trailhead. Gracie and I are just about a couple hundred yards from the trailhead. I thought I would give you a quick rundown of our backpacking and fishing trip. Today's backpack hike was 3.5 miles and 225 feet of elevation gain. The hiking trail is an excellent hiking trail, and it is very well used. This was Gracie and I's first visit to the Mount Baldy Wilderness. I do have to say it is very, very tranquil. The scenic value of the West Fork of the Little Colorado River, it shines bright. The front runner of our camping sites was the 3rd night. It was much more impressive and less mosquitoes. The fishing, caught 8 fish in 10 hours. It was a lot of work to catch those little Apache trout, but they were scrumptious. This wilderness adventure is in the books, and we're so glad you came along with us. So, until next time.